I'm Izzy, and this is Dizzy Quilts and Sews. Welcome to episode 2 of Friday Sews. So in this episode or video, I thought I'd get you up to speed on what I've been doing with my quilting, with my garment sewing, and a couple of purchases I made. And I'll have a bit of a kitten update for you at the end of the video. All right, so quilting. This week I got up to date on the Plan View Quilt Along hosted by Yvonne of the Quilting Jet Girl. I trimmed all of the blocks. There were a lot of them. And I'm now anxiously awaiting instruction number 4, which is supposed to come out, I believe, next week. So I'm really excited about this one. Can't wait to start putting the top together, actually. Trimming small blocks is not really my favorite thing in the world, so I can't wait to start piecing again. I also worked on my Pulsar quilt. So this is the queen size quilt I'm making for my son. Actually, this is right here behind me. So I put all of basically the middle of the top is now all sewn together. The only thing left is for me to attach a 5-inch border all around. So the border is going to be in the same dark blue over here. And yeah, it's all cut. It's just ready to attach. I just did not get a minute to get that done this week. So I think that's going to be happening this weekend, or I hope it's going to be happening this weekend. Once the borders are attached, I'm going to have to start thinking about backing fabric and then quilting plan. The cover photo of the pattern by Yvonne is quilted in very dense straight line quilting with the walking foot, and it looks amazing. It's so beautiful. But I don't know that I'm gonna want to quilt a 90 square inch quilt on my domestic sewing machine that densely. So I was actually thinking I'm just going to do an all over meander maybe. So something simple that's not going to take me forever, because I really don't want to wrestle that big, huge quilt under the needle for hours on end. So something simple, probably an all over free motion quilting design, and call it done, basically. And then all that's going to be left is the binding. So I'm really hoping I can get this one done. Maybe not in March, but before the end of April. I'm also going to have to decide, now that I'm looking at it, I'm going to have to decide on thread color for the quilting. Something to consider, I guess. What else? Oh, I was cleaning up my sewing room the other day, or over the weekend, and I found a quilt top I finished back in December. And here it is. So this was a block of the month. It's called the Observatory. Observatory quilt pattern by, oh my goodness, Swim Bike Quilts. And yeah, I started it in January 2021. It was, as the name implies, a block of the month pattern. So I finished it in December and then obviously just put it away. So I dug it up, and now I just have to, again, find a backing fabric, baste all this together, and then come up with some kind of quilting plan for this one. This one is 64 by 84, so definitely not a small quilt. So probably going to keep the quilting pretty basic for that one as well. So here's another one that I'm hoping I'm going to finish before the end of April. I'm definitely not going to work on this in March. I want to finish my son's quilt before I tackle another one. In other sewing news, I finished a top this week, my Carmo top in a red French terry, and I love it, love it. It's probably my favorite garment in a long, long time. The fit is great. The fabric is very, very comfortable, and I love the color. I mean, it was a definite win, the caramel top. I love it. I also cut out and started sewing a Harper cardigan for my daughter. I'm using a cable knit sweater knit from Prairie Love Knits for that one. Hoping I'm going to be able to finish that this weekend and give it to her on Sunday, because I'm going to see her on Sunday. So that's, yeah, I got that done this week. I was very happy to have that cut out. What else did I do? That's pretty much it in terms of sewing. Work has been absolutely crazy this week, and by the end of the day I log off my computer and I'm dead tired, and I've been going to bed really, really early, so not much sewing has been going on. I did make a couple of purchases, one small one, one bigger one. Small purchase was a new quilt pattern. Where did I see? I think I read the blog post from the pattern designer. So the name of the pattern is Flutterfly Quilt, and it's by Slice of Pie Quilts. And yeah, I love a good scrappy pattern, and the butterfly, I just couldn't resist. It's fat quarter friendly. It does require quite a bit of fabric, so it's 19 fat quarters. And my stash of fat quarters is getting really, really small. I'm hoping I'm going to be able to round up 19 to put this top together. I'm not going to even attempt to start this one in March, maybe not even in April, but I just couldn't resist the pattern, so I got it over the weekend, and I'm really, really happy. And the second purchase I made was a new iron. So a few months ago, I bought a new Rowenta iron. Is that how you pronounce it? Anyways, one of those fancy schmancy expensive irons. And within, seriously, less than a month, it started leaking. So I've not been able to use steam with that iron at all, and I was getting really, really frustrated. So I decided to buy a new one, and I went for a very inexpensive Panasonic cordless iron. So I'm never going to invest in a very expensive iron again. This one so far has been working really, really well. Steam is fantastic. It gets hot, it stays hot, has auto shut off. So far, I'm really, really loving it. Finally, a bit of a kitten update. So Bear is doing great. He is growing incredibly fast. He is sleeping all night now, which is amazing. And he sleeps curled up next to me, which is very, very adorable. I cannot say that his big brother, the 10-year-old cat we had before Bear came along, is overly impressed, but at least he is putting up with him now, which is good. So yeah, Bear is doing great. He's adorable. I love him to death. And that's pretty much it for the Bear update. So thanks for stopping by. Please give this video a thumbs up or a like if you liked the video. And please consider subscribing if you haven't already. I would really appreciate it. I hope you're doing well, and I will see you soon.